What do you think of the people who sort of separated from this rally because of your attendance and are now going to the White House instead?
Well, I mean, they're utter cucks. I mean, this was a free speech rally. It is about free speech. Free speech is only meaningful when you say something radical and controversial. Like, everyone's for free speech if I were up here endorsing, you know, my favorite shampoo brand as opposed to the leading brand or something like that. That's meaningless free speech. Free speech is only meaningful when you say something controversial and inflammatory. That's when the rubber hits the road. So these people don't ultimately believe in free speech. They're ultimately cucks, they're ultimately wimps. They're also just ultimately bad people. I mean, if you meet Jack Posobiec, Mike Cernovich, they're just liars, they're con artists, they're freaks. It's just, they're not the people we want to be associated with. So I'm ultimately glad this happened. Because the move alt-right will be better when we just cut away these people who are going to weigh us down.
Right. I spoke to Augustus Invictus earlier, who's opening this event, and he said how his theme is kind of going to be unite the right.
Yeah.
You're describing kind of a split, like you don't want those guys.
Let's get rid of those people.
Do you want the right united? Do you want?
I of course want the right united. I have no interest in like meaningless infighting. And to be honest, if they were willing to be here and if they were willing to be on the same stage, you know, quote unquote, with me, I'm okay with it. If they're not going to counter signal, if they're going to be these just tedious little losers, Richard Spencer's there, I can't be there, that's so icky. If they're going to be like that, then they can go fuck themselves.
And lastly, what do you think of the International Socialist Association that's standing up at the top of the steps protesting you and the rest of the people speaking here?
I'm fine with that. International socialism. To be honest, I'm not totally opposed to socialism when done right. I think we actually should use the government to benefit ourselves, the people of this country. I think we should have a national healthcare system. I think we should quadruple national parks. I think we should make this world a better place, and I think government has a role to play in that. In the sense of not focusing on democratizing the Middle East, not focusing on all this nonsense that the government focuses on, but focusing on making the world a more beautiful, livable place for the citizens of this country. That sounds good to me.